The WWE Netflix era of Monday Night Raw continues to disappoint in both the quality of the shows and the ratings. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. How low can you go? Monday Night Raw, WWE Netflix. Well, the answer is they can go even lower than they've went on any previous week, as the Raw and Netflix partnership hits a record low number of 2.6 million. So we've seen the rating tumble, and now it is getting even lower. After two back-to-back 2.8 million weeks, they've set a brand new record with 2.6 million. So about 200,000 down from the February 10th and February 17th editions. The February 24th edition has done 2.6 million. Raw ranked number 8 on Netflix globally and number 6 in the USA. Now, people just need to remember this is not a live rating. This is not the 2-hour rating or the 2.5 hour, however long Raw is. This is a 7-day rating. So this is all the people watching Raw over the 7-day period added up, and not just in America, worldwide. So that shows you how shocking and how poor these numbers actually are. 2.6 million people over an entire week, over the entire world watching Monday Night Raw. That is nothing short of embarrassing. So we can see here the numbers. We've got the data now for 8 weeks on Raw on Netflix, and it's just getting lower and lower and lower. Now, there was only 1 week where the rating did not go down. That was the February 3rd show where Raw did a 3.1 million, but I purely believe that was because it was the post show of the Royal Rumble and they got a bit of a boost. Now listen, they're going to get a bit of a boost on next week's show. We know that. The show after the Elimination Chamber, plus you factor in John Cena turned heel, the rating's going to go up. Now, yes, John Cena's not on that Raw, but a lot of people will tune in to watch it thinking and hoping that we get John Cena, hoping that we get answers. But in reality, they ain't going to get nothing. They're going to get a shit show with 3 title matches that don't mean dick. Even though we did see Rhea Ripley lose her title to Io Sky, that's not really relevant. What people wanted to see was John Cena, heel John Cena, and they ain't going to get that. But yeah, as we can see, 2.6 million, that is the lowest rating, 200,000 less than the previous lowest rating, which was 2.8 after they did that back-to-back weeks. So they're getting a long way off now the original premiere of 5.9 million. And we're talking less than 2 months, you know. 8 little weeks, and already they've fallen a long way behind that. And I mean, how much lower will they go? I said I do not believe they'll go under 2.5 until after Mania. I'm going to stand by that because I'm going to predict that next week's Raw will be above 3 million. I'm going to go 3. I think it could be. I think next week's Raw could be the second highest ever. I think it could beat the January 13th edition. I'm going to go around the mid 3 million, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did high threes and beat the January 13th show. But trust me, the hype's just going to fall off. The numbers are going to get lower. I don't think they'll drop under 2.5 until after Mania. But once they get into like late May, once they get into early June, the numbers are going to plummet, because we've seen in the past, especially in the Triple H era, they just don't care. As soon as the WrestleMania is over, as soon as they get the WrestleMania season done with, they'll give you all kinds of shit. Not that they don't already give us shit, but in terms of main event guys or important stuff, world title stuff, mega stars, mainstream stars, you won't get a sniff of anybody after WrestleMania. So here, these numbers, as bad as they are right now, they're only going to get worse. And, you know, this was their big chance to capitalise. This was their big chance to have John Cena come out and follow up from the heel turn. And they haven't done it. And say what you want, but it's a wasted moment. 100% it's a waste at the moment. But he's filming in Africa. You work around it, man. You tell John to fuck Africa, man. Seriously. You tell John not to go. You tell John to delay it for a couple more days. Or you get John Cena live in Africa. You do something. Or you take Raw to Africa. You work around it. You've got to have the John Cena follow-up. And they've decided not to have it. But anyway, let's look at the clips from Monday Night Raw then. And we're going to see what done the best in the numbers. So, after a week, we've got Jey Uso, Yeets and Super Kicks A-Town down, 843k. I mean, not even breaking a million. That's when you know there's not a lot of interesting stuff happening. Anything that is remotely interesting should be breaking a million views over the course of an entire week, and we're just not seeing that on Raw. Second place, Seth Rollins interrupts Cody Rhodes, 729k. Yeah, you know, he had Seth Rollins coming out dressed like a cross-dresser, dressed like a transgender, whatever, man. Roman Reigns got a lot of criticism for saying it. We'll say it here on Fog Wrestling. He does. He comes out looking like a fucking chick with a dick. It's weird. It is absolutely weird why he wears all this, you know, women's clothing. Let's just call it that. Third place, 672k. Logan Paul slaps CM Punk. Then in fourth place, we had Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez win the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. That got 545k. So a bit of a drop off there. But you can see the top three are obviously kind of the main event guys. And then you've got a bit of a drop off here to the women. Fifth place, you got Braun Breaker versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio. 413k. Sixth place, you have the Judgment Day have a heated disagreement, 364k. I don't know what they're going to do with the Judgment Day. Right now, they seem to be spiraling out of control. But they do have titles now, so who knows? And maybe Finn Balor, maybe he'll be adding an Intercontinental title around his waist soon. WrestleMania coming up, looks like he'll be taking on Braun Breaker. I like the Judgment Day. I think they're alright. I hope that they do stay around, because I think they're one of the more interesting things on Monday Night Raw. And I think Liv replacing Rhea Ripley, that was the biggest upgrade for the Judgment Day. So yeah, we'll see what they do, but that number isn't great, but it's not a disaster. And then in seventh place, we have Logan Paul, Mox, AJ Styles, 300k. And yeah, it just goes to show you, though, just because you are like a celebrity with a shitload of Instagram followers and whatnot, that doesn't exactly cross over into wrestling. We've seen with Logan Paul here. He's not the biggest draw on Raw, you know, but he's got the biggest following. You know, he's probably the most known person here. If you ask anybody in the world, if you take 100 people and you give them all these names, I'm including CM Punk in there, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, and you ask them what name do they know the most, out of that 100, more people are going to say Logan Paul. But that doesn't necessarily bring in the views, and we see that, you know, some people just do not have that crossover. And Logan Paul, while I'm not saying he does horribly in wrestling, he doesn't have that, you know, mainstream crossover attraction that I think WWE would have wanted. He doesn't bring in mega numbers, and, you know, that is what it is, guys. But there you go, another disappointing week for Monday Night Raw. 2.6 million, the worst Raw rating to date. We ask the same question every week. How low can it go? Lucky for Raw, lucky for WWE. I don't think it will go lower next week. I do expect it. 2.6 million this week. I could see it going about 1 million higher next week. I really think we could get that. But after that, after WrestleMania, where are they going to be? And I think the answer to that is nowhere, because I just think that people will not be watching this, because it's shit, honestly. Outside of one or two, you know, interesting things, it's shit. Oh, you get a decent wee promo here, who cares? You shouldn't have to watch 10 hours of Raw just to get one decent promo. We've basically watched WWE for like, 6-7 years now. It's been garbage, just to get one John Cena heel turn, and now he's not even heel. I mean, are we supposed to be excited about that? Are we supposed to accept that? Are we supposed to be grateful? Thanks for giving us years of crap. Then you give us a John Cena heel turn. We're supposed to bow down and thank Triple H, and now John Cena's not even here to carry out the heel turn. He's not even here to, you know, kick on and move in the direction of a heel. I mean, what does it matter? John Cena could be a heel, he could be a babyface, he could be dead. It doesn't matter. He's not there. You know, he's not. You can't see him as John Cena would one say. So, yeah, guys, very, very disappointing. But look, that's where we're going to end it here. Let us know your predictions for next week. You factor in that it will be the post-elimination chamber show. John Cena turning heel. I do think we'll get a big increase. I'm going to go, I'm going to say about 3 I think 3.5, 3.6. That's my prediction. Let me know what you think down below. But I wouldn't be surprised. I have a sneaky feeling that maybe it could go into the 4 millions. But I don't know. Maybe that's me overestimating what Big John can do. Big Match John. We'll have to wait and see till next week, guys. But that's it. Till next time. Peace.